So hey there guys, how are y'all doing today? It's going to be cleaning out my club, episode 1, and which is basically me going to sell every inform that I have invested in my club. And I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. First one is I'm really curious to see how much profit I've made just from investing. And the second one is I want to try and get a lot more coins before the team of the year comes out, so that I can, if I want to trade with them, I can trade with a lot more of them. But to be honest, I haven't had too much time to trade this year in general, to be honest, because I just have been pretty busy with school. I've been pretty much trading only for the videos, but which is why I have been doing so much investing. I mean, it's really easy, about 30 minutes each week it takes, and it probably will be some really nice profit in the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide it into a lot of episodes. In each episode I'll sell 30 players, which is going to take a few episodes. Not sure how many players I have. I was going to show every player in one episode, but it's just going to be too long and too repetitive, so we'll just split it up here. In this first episode, our first batch of 30 players, so we'll go over them here, and then I'll show them in the end how much they sold them for and the profit. First one is Lambert 433, bought for 10k. Then we have a Javi Martinez, the center back version, bought for 14,750. Papastopoulos, bought for 10,500. Tim Crew bought for 12k. And I think to remember for these guys is that about all these guys at the end of the week they were in form. So pretty much about the average value, pretty much all of them, the average value that they were going for at the time. And I tried to look for good formations. A few of them may be a little bit cheaper than they were at the time. But really the key point here is that I bought them for the average value, and then they just increase price over time. We have a Rosicky here, 20,250. Ilana, goalkeeper 4122, 10k. Dirdiok, 10k as well. MSIV, 10k as well. Next page here. Have Divayo, 12k for him in 442. Eagles 10k, Pender 31,250, Pegolo 10,500, Felipe Coutinho 13k in a 41212, De Jong as well in a 41212, 10k. Have Tony Cruz 17k for him, Beckham 15, Marchesi 7,700, Maicon is 9,500. And moving on here, we have Koscielny, bought for 12,500 at the time. Drobny 5k. Wow, that's really good. I had no idea. I totally forgot about him for this, for 5k. But yeah, I can discard him for more, of course. Ruiz for 10,500. Altidore for 10,250. Lens for 11,250. I know he goes for about 30k now, and he came out about 2 more of him, I think, but I already sold them a little while ago, so he was really good to invest in. I have Jankovic. 10k as well. Adam, I remember this was 14 or 15. We'll call it 14 for this one, which is pretty good. It was quite a long time ago as well. We have PNR here for 11k. Dennis for 15. Amorebieta for 10k. And our last 2 players is going to be Suarez for 9,800 and Nagatomo for 16. So I'll come back when this first batch of 30 players sells, and we'll see how much profit was made. So I'm back here, and now everything has finally sold. Pretty much almost everything sold on the first time. A few of the items took a little bit longer to sell, especially one of the silver informs. But I'm sure your eyes went straight to the total coins. You can see we've got quite a lot more coins, and I even spent a little bit of that buying a couple players to send to my other accounts. But let's go over here the players, and then we'll see how much was spent. I won't say the profit for each player individually because there are too many players, but I'll give you a final stats in the end after I show everybody. So let's take a look here at how much everybody sold. Javi Martinez sold for 24,250. That's really good. Victor Ruiz sold for 13,750. That's really good as well. Divayo sold for 14,750. Rosicky sold for 25,750. And he's obviously going into a noob squad with all that boost card going on. And Dennis here sold for 22,750. Len sold for 33,500. Really good. I remember I bought him for around 11, I think it was. So definitely really great profit there. Dirdiok here sold for 17,750. Tony Cruz sold for 21,750. And I think he was a CAM before, so the guy converted him to a CM. Charlie Adam here sold for 18,750. Koscielny sold for 33,750. So again, I bought him for 12k, I believe. So really good profit once again. Amorebieta here sold for 17,750. De Jong sold for 16,750. Jankovic sold for 13,250. PNR sold for 14,750. On to the next page here, we have Beckham sold for 33,750, Nagatomo sold for 26,500, Suarez sold for 15,750, Drobny sold for 10,750. I mean, this is pretty much the worst case scenario. I mean, I know I got him for 5K, I remember, but ideally I would have bought him for 10K, and then he didn't actually increase in price, so we sell him on for 10,750. We just about make our coins back, no big deal. So this is pretty much the worst case scenario. So the 10K farms are pretty much risk free. So, definitely give it a try. Ilana sold for 13,750. Crew sold for 34,750. Another pretty much 20K profit there, I think it was. So definitely really good. Papastatopoulos sold for 14,750. Pander sold for 42,750. Really good. Eagles sold for 15,750. Lambert sold for almost 20K there. That was really good. Altidore 14,750. Felipe Coutinho, and he got injured there, but 15,750 on him. Maicon sold for 11,750. Marchese 13,750. And the last two, Pegolo, which was the longest one to sell. Took a long time to sell. 12,750 on him. And our goalkeeper here, which we bought for 10K. Which was, nobody wanted to buy this guy. At the week he was in farm, and we saw him on for basically 30K now. So really, really good. I mean, somebody wants to make a bronze German team. This is pretty much the guy that wanted to go. And I did the same thing with a Korean goalkeeper. I bought him when he came out for 50K. And just probably about a month ago, I sold him for 100K. So definitely another nice investment. So I'm just going to calculate how much profit and stuff was made. And then I'll come back here to you guys. So now, guys, I just calculated how much was spent and received and all the stuff. So we have a total stats here in the end. So the total money that I had invested in this first batch of 30 players was almost 370K. And in the end, after tax and everything, the total profit was 216K. So you can see a really, really great profit. I mean, you can see the profit percentage is over 50%, which means that over half of what the amount I had invested in, I got back in profit. So that's really, really good. I mean, so basically, I'm not saying this is going to happen every time, but let's say you have 20K, 30K, something like that. And you can invest it in some players, and then potentially you can get over 50K, over 50% profit. That means, for instance, if you invest 40K, you can get around 20K profits. I mean, of course, it's just a little estimative, but you can get the idea that definitely if you have some coins lying around that you're not doing anything, then definitely it is a good idea to invest in. So this is going to be it for this first episode. I will put the next 30 players for sale, and then we'll see how it goes on that. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you're enjoying this crazy investments profits. I'm going to call this investments profit. I know in the beginning I said cleaning out my club or something. I think investments profit is a little bit better, so we'll go with that. So again, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time, and bye bye.